We don't want Darko. You keep that nigga. I seen his career. I did that hell no. They hell no. They try to trade me Darko. I don't want that motherfucker, man. Dude, busted.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the
hey.
I said I didn't miss you. I was lying. But it feel like perfect timing. I know I've been gone.
And I just signed Stromile Swift, Woody. Yes, sir. Before that Kevin Garnett was talking about. He said, boy, that boy can dunk. That's how Kevin Garnett talked. He said, boy, that boy can dunk. Come on now. We got the best in the whole in the East.
Damn, bro. Can I get a quarterback that could throw? Fuck, bro.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of it. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Titans will get set to take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. He's off to the races.
They ain't even try to chase after him either.
The Titans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back end. Found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. On second and less than a yard. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his
wide open, dog. What was that, dog? Tight end, wide open, bro.
And it's going to be second down. Throwing it again here. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now.
Ooh, I like it though. I like it.
It's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
What the fuck?
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Bro, I pressed triangle, circle, triangle, and it was a pump fake.
Can I just tell you, I'm kind of tired.
Then he threw the lob.
I am. I'm tired of falling on analytics when it fails. Oh, the process was right. Oh, we just didn't get the result. No, I don't like that decision this early in the game. You're going to be chasing that decision and those points.
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away.
Tried, man.
Couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Allen on the catch. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He fires. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 5-point first quarter lead. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for 2 again. He's throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From his own end zone, here we go. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Nice.
Down at the 42.
don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Play action on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where
He pitched it. He did a little shuffle pass. That's funny.
If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Mmm.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamie
Good pick.
Davis. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands.
Good tackle, son.
It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Hand off to the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. To the air, Lance. Garner with the grab.
Damn, the offensive lineman picked me up, but he's running to the left.
As a quarterback, that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen.
We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's third and long. Here's Lance. Into the hands of Okonkwo.
You can go for it.
Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Oh, wow, the puncher's keeping this one. It's a fake. And they bring
What you doing, Red?
stop to that return. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different...
Ooh, catch that. Catch that.
A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
2nd and 10 now. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
All right, next time just throw it high.
DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Throw on third down. it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 13-point lead. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for two. They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for two, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying the right side.
Good tackle.
Have him gain about a handful there. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Barner's got it. Complete.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run for this.
Damn.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Back now, pressure on its way. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll throw on 1st. It is caught left side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Second and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd down. Here's a throw. Caught near the goal line.
That wasn't a touchdown?
And they get to him, but this is a 1st down. Williams will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. 2nd and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams.
Damn, bro. Couldn't get in there.
They bring him down at the 1. Working quickly here. They'll throw for the end zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los
That's how you
Angeles.
do that, though.
The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for 2 again. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase.
Oh, that's a pick. Come on. Every day of the week. Let me react.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Man in motion here. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to run it away.
Wanna see if my phone light.
Has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. One of the longest punts you'll see as that goes 80 yards. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He throws a bullet to this big game downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. He'll throw it. He's trying another one deep. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked up Cam Hart.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be perfect. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Back to throw, it's Lance. He puts some juice on a deep throw.
Good catch.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Derwin James picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense
They're not even blocking for this man at all.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 14. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
14. You gotta get out the backfield or block. You can't not do nothing, dog.
2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here. from the gun on third down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it deep downfield. It's an LA touchdown. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for two. And that's caught. Great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another two. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the back.
Damn.
Give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Good tackle, boy.
Work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Spears trying to get up out of there.
Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
From midfield now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, and a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right.
Damn, bro, he be running through that hole, boy. It's like he got an extra burst or something.
Run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Has the connection to Ridley. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
He's got, and they get to him. The 4th down gamble backfires with a sack, and it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone. The touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw Lance. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Through the 35, 20, 15. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans cut into the lead by another point. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another run for Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Chargers first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. They'll try and throw it here. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers continue adding on to that lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The give here on 2nd. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Here's Lance. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Lance. Barner's got it, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way.
Ooh, 31. It came right across your face, dog. What's your awareness?
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses.
And they pick him off again. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4.
Fumble the ball.
That's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail.